Boom. They're all up and running. Just waiting for it to kick in. I'm waiting for my team to say it's a go. It's all good. So that we can get into it. Hi, y'all. Thanks for joining already, everybody that's already on here. And I'll be seeing the rest of you shortly. Shortly. Okay, cool. So we are live. Welcome to the Greater Self Vibes podcast. Everything seems to be going swimmingly, which is great. And I definitely how should we say, wanted to make sure to talk about this topic because respectfully there has been uh-oh. That's weird. Can't hear me on this platform. Well, let's fix that. Mm. Is it better? Is it better? Is it better? Or is it now like super loud? Hopefully that fixed it. It resolved it. Can hear me on TikToks? Yes, no, maybe so. Um, Anywho, as we carry on, and hopefully that does click in, and maybe it's different now. Now it should be functioning. Now it should be all good. It's not like I don't do this every single week, and every single week, here we are. Here's the thing. Okay, cool. Guess I just had to tap the button like one more extra time. But anywho, today I wanted to explore, and wow, it's looking like my eyes are red as I don't know what. I'm okay though. I'm fine. I'm fine, people. It's fine. I haven't been crying. You're crying. Um, no, but seriously. So today's episode is Fire Your Inner Child. And considering me as a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I've been doing so for a billion quadrillion years so far as I'm concerned, um, this pops up a lot, and people tend to say, like, oh, I want to go to therapy to heal my inner child. I'm not gonna lie. Respectfully, like those are one of the statements or comments that dang near makes me want to vomit, like immediately. And I'll tell you why as we go along. And there's a reason for it. I'm not just that bona fide of a hot piece of work. But I think there's this ideal that if you heal a child, then you, the adult today, should be like 100% all good. But I'm gonna offer a little something different for you. Instead of healing your inner child and respectfully, how is that working for you? Like, is it actually working to do that? Is the inner work that you've been doing to heal this inner child actually supporting you in a way that makes sense? And I would say, I don't say this to be mean, but 100% I'm saying it with all the smoke and all the fire. And I anticipate and expect someone to challenge me on it. But do give me a moment to just carry this out and stick with me. So, since I've been a therapist for a long time, and I've definitely sat across the room, the camera, physical, in person, even with actual children as well as adults. And the more I do this work, the more things become clear, the more work I'm willing to do on myself, the easier it becomes to be able to look at how can I help other people in a more consistent and effective way and help them get there a lot faster. So I don't want to say healing your inner child is not like real work because the wounds that come from that inner child, and just imagine we're all running around here like little 7 year olds, right? So if you are functioning from your 7 year old self, respectfully, if you are on my podcast or on any of my things, you should be older than 7 years old. If you are seven, good job. You're doing a great job already. It's going to go swimmingly for you. But you are over the age of 7 years old. But most people are functioning out of those hurts that were caused probably seven and below, and carrying it into how they're showing up and how they're functioning now. So if we're all running around here, big whole adult bodies, like some voluptuous, some a little bigger than others, some a little smaller, however you currently look, and you're still functioning from a mental space and capacity of when you were 7 years old, it would make sense to want to heal that child. But respectfully, I'd like to consider the ideal that maybe at 7, you absolutely did the best that you could do with the information you had access to. And that child definitely may have developed some wounds, some hurts, and some things that it doesn't make sense. It seems effed up, like how life went, and the answers you couldn't get for a lot of stuff that was really important. Just because that happened doesn't mean you need to heal something that was functioning at its appropriate capacity. So, again, I know that some people are like, what do you mean? Like, I have to heal my inner child. That's what we go to therapy for. Do I believe in God on TikTok? Yeah, I believe in God. Do you? That be a question I would wonder for you. But in the midst of that, and I'll carry on to what else I was speaking about. Underneath all of this, assuming that if you heal your inner child, then everything should be all good, life should be great, swimmingly perfect, and beautiful. The reality is that child served its purpose and it was doing the best job that it could do with the information it had access to. And listening to what kind of sent it home, because I already have this feeling previously, but what kind of nailed it for me and put me in a position of, hmm, I I think I'm right. And not only do I think I'm right, I think I think I need to start speaking about this because I don't want to keep trying to help people heal a role, position, and version of you that doesn't need to be healed. It needs to be maybe respected and acknowledged. Now, before I even give you a little bit more of that, if you are into reading books, and when I say I read a book, 9.5 out of 10 times, that means I listen to it on Audible. And I was listening to Viola Davis's book, and the way she started her book off, and she was discussing who she was as a child and what that looked like. And I was like, dang, like that little girl had to like go through a lot. Um, I want to invite the ideal of you being the CEO of an organization, and that organization is you. So, jumping back into what that looks like in regards to what I gained from this book, Viola Davis was sharing more about how she functioned, and I don't remember the exact age, but she was discussing how the child that she was, let's just say 7 for my own purposes. And if I'm wrong, I'm comfortable with saying I absolutely am wrong sometimes, not a whole lot, and I'm cool with it. Let's say she was actually maybe around 7 or so. What she described was a child who figured out how to safely get to and from home every day from school, deal with racism, deal with being bullied, deal with a whole bunch of colorism, just a whole bunch of stuff, period. And her being able to do that allowed her to evolve into the woman that she was. And as she kind of carried on and went throughout the book, she pretty much described exactly my thoughts in regards to this inner child that people keep trying to heal. Again, I invite you to be the adult that you are today. And instead of trying to heal, I would like to fire you from trying to heal your inner child and fire that inner child from being the person that's regulating your organization called you. Since you are the CEO of your life, then the person that should be running it should be physically present right now. Not a past version of you, not a version of you that was still figuring out what was what and learning, I don't know, basic things in life, as well as trying to figure out why they're experiencing the things they're experiencing in the ways that they are. So if you are the CEO of your life today, based on all the knowledge and all the things that you have accumulated, the CEO should pull from and consider hiring consultants. If we were going to hire great consultants, the best consultants that we could actually ever hire would be past versions of ourselves. So that inner child, that 7-year-old that we all tend to really be like functioning from trying to get those needs met, all those needs that weren't met when we were younger, all those hurts that we acquired and continue to keep accumulating, they all started continuously creating different versions of ourselves. So let's say we have 7-year-old you, we have middle school age you, we have high school age you, we have maybe post high school college you, we have into your career you, and depending on what age you're at and where you're at this point in time, You want to look at the reality of each version of you learned something significantly, probably hard, and that version of you helped you literally come into the person that you are right this minute, even listening to this podcast. If we fired our inner child as the person that we are actually choosing to regulate our lives from and trying to honor and function from that space, you'd actually do yourself a solid service to consider consulting with her to see what did you need? Who did you need it from? How did you need it? And today, as the adult that we are now, who has been able to manage living, caring for ourselves, and I could, again, most likely you're an adult if you're listening to this, you've already survived quite a few things at this point in time. You probably know better how to make some things happen than that 7-year-old version of you. But now you have the opportunity to consult with that version and decide what were you missing or lacking or were not able to describe or explain at that point in your life that I'll say at my young age of 47, can definitely tap into and explain more effectively so I can make different choices in how I want to show up, act, be, do, and have whatever I'm looking for in a way that makes more sense. Every other version of you that has gone since then, those versions also have more insight to contribute to you. What happened when you were younger that would allow you today to be a better version of you? So in middle school, what happened there? What need didn't get healed, didn't get met, didn't get addressed, and you're still carrying that wound today? These are things that you can start addressing now as an adult instead of trying to erase that version before and close it up, fire it from its current position of how it's functioning in your life. So when each of these versions pop up that are not allowing you to be the best version of you, consider asking them to take a consultant role. What did you need so we can do it better right now? Now that we have the option and opportunity to, how can we make that happen? Ask that version. So, what do you need from me? How about I let you see how I do it better now and let you be the judge of did I or did I not do a good job at being able to help you? And if I did not, then now I can take this knowledge, and these are all versions of yourself. So imagine you're sitting around a board table of various different versions of you that all have different information to contribute. Instead of hiring them to be the CEO of your life, you own that today's version is the active person in charge, and you're seeking these different versions to contribute to what needs to be known now to be a better version of you. One might say, well, when we were younger and we didn't receive hugs, it probably would be helpful to get more hugs in real life now. Cool. Adult me today can now go seek to receive hugs from folks that I'd like to be hugged by and allow it to heal the part of me. Well, not heal that version because that version still has valuable information and insight, but heal that part of me that feels like I need to get it some other kind of way or in a way that's hurtful or harmful to me. So we get to meet the needs that were not met from those healed versions of our inner children while also allowing it to sit there and see the evolved version of you that now can incorporate those things that you didn't get, can ask for the support you didn't have, can also show up in a version of you that is more in alignment with how you like to be as a person now, instead of still trying to figure out how to be, I don't know, 7-year-old you, an adult you body with adult you bills and all the things. So again, I invite you to consider calling a meeting with yourself and asking, all right, we have inner child, middle school, high school, college, blah, 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 whatever the different versions. And you may have different versions of you based on different experiences that you've had. So if you've had some traumatic things happen, if you've had some major life moves or things take place, you may have those different versions that you want to call to your board table when it's time to do healing work, when it's time to look at how would I look if I leveled up? What would need to happen? What resources do we need? Who do we need to connect with? And who needs to provide insight so we get it right this time and we do it better? Have this conversation with yourself. So then when you go seek help from professionals, they can help you. And there are folks that are like, yes, I want to do inner child work. And it's totally cool. Do your thing. Just know every time someone says to me, I want to heal my inner child, I low key dang near vomited in my mouth. It was like, ugh. I have so much more information to tell you and ways to actually look at what did that version of you provide and actually help you survive? And how do you now want to use that moving forward to make sure that you are the best version of you and you aren't still carrying around those hurts, but that person doesn't need to be healed into an adult. Respectfully, some of us adults are like really not adulting super well. So why would we want to then ask a child to like now come be a crappy adult version of us when we were the best version that we were at that age when that inner child first got hurt. And now we get to be adults that care for that inner version a whole lot better because we have a lot more knowledge, we have access to more resources and people to get our job done. So, I'll wrap this with love in saying that yes, you should fire your inner child as the CEO of how you function and do your life and hire them as a consultant alongside all the other versions that you have of you that have valuable information and insight to contribute that will put you in a position to be the best version of yourself and also still have enough grace for understanding. You can only know what you know. So if you're not willing to take that dive into what did that version need, that I'm still showing up and acting like I didn't get now, you're not going to be able to heal anything. And that version of you wasn't faulty, it was the best one that you had access to. Kind of similar to when we look at parents. When they raised us, they did the best job that they could for what they had access to. Now, as they grew up, could they evolve and be better? Absolutely. It's a choice. You have a choice to stop trying to change your inner child into being something else, but invite them to the table. Do the play that you didn't do. I probably play too much as an adult, but here we are. I'm cool with that because I know, for instance, my younger inner child, she couldn't wait to hurry up and be an adult. So now that I'm an adult, I'm like, I want to take naps. I want to eat snacks. I want to go play on the playground. Like, I just want to do stuff that I didn't do. So I don't need to heal that version of me that tried to grow up so fast as a child. I just now get to incorporate it into the adult version of me now. So wondering, any questions, any thoughts, any concerns anywhere on any of the lovely platforms before I get ready to wrap this up and probably go do a little bit of playing right now and allow my inner child like I got you. Don't even trip. This is also why I like to do yoga so much and why at the end of this month definitely offering the opportunity for you to come do things in person. Should you be local or you could fly, you could get flued out, come out here and come hang out with me and allow your inner child to have fun, not erase who they were, but to be who they are. Allow them to contribute to who you are now and move your body a little. Have the discussions, have the conversations, and yeah, it's going to be a fun time. 8/29, 2026, 1 to 3. Um, I believe I may have already shared this is like the 2 hour vacation you didn't know you needed, but you actually get to leave your life, have an experience of a different version of it, and choose to take back with you all the things that work in a way that feels a lot better than hopping on flights, doing all this travel to go to another place, get settled in, have a great time, and then try to come back and then figure out how you can get back away again instead of how could I come to a place, get what I need, and then figure out and not figure out, walk away with ways that I can take this same feeling and experience into my day to day. But that's only if you show up and come. Who knows? Maybe I might offer a virtual option. If people are interested, I would absolutely allow you to do so, and we can talk about that. But in the meantime, quit trying to hire your inner child as the person that runs your life. Fire them, hire them as a consultant, get valuable insights and information, and then in your adult version, do better, be better. And I look forward to seeing y'all on the next one of the Greater Self Vibes podcast. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. And I thank y'all for chilling with me. And hanging out. See y'all later.